Welcome to this new video. In this video I'm going to take you on a photo walk through Hyderabad, especially to the main attraction of the city, Charminar. Charminar is like a very historic building, and around that there was like a huge market for, I guess, the last few hundred years. And it's the same today. There's like a very busy shopping area around, and I just really got into it and tried to photograph the hectic side of Indian markets. It was in the middle of the day, it was very hot, very busy. The light was not perfect, but it was a little bit overcast, so it was fine. And the main challenge I took for this video was that for the whole trip, I only took the X100VI as my camera. I didn't bring my Sony setup. This was the only camera I had for the whole trip. So fixed lens of 35mm equivalent. Also a camera I am not that familiar with yet. It was a little bit of a challenge, and I definitely missed having a wider lens from time to time. But I will get into more of the first impressions of this camera in a different video. Now let's get into this video, and before we start, I have forgot to turn on my POV camera for the first couple of minutes. So you will see a couple of pictures right now that I've taken before I started the POV cam. But from there, now let's just start with it.
But this is a busy area.
Yeah, let's go. To get into Charminar, you can go inside and below the structure of it, and from there you are in a bit more quiet area where you wait, and there I captured this market street from the inside of Charminar. Charminar itself is like very architectural beautiful. It has like this bows in all directions, and very beautiful door structures. And in a few seconds you will see the lady on the right hand side with her kid walking perfectly into the frame. From there we went up through the very narrow staircase to get on top of the structure. And from the top you could really see like the whole busy area and how many people there are actually around. But you can not only see outside of the structure, but there are also windows to the inside. And after this shot we went down again to the busy streets, basically. Back on the streets we wanted to take a photo of ourselves in front of the Charminar, but then this local businessman, who is a photographer himself, had a proposal that he will take our photo. And this is something you will find quite regularly in India, that people will approach you and will propose something and then will ask for money in the end. I don't feel too bad about it because it's mostly like just people trying to get by, and he did a service, but he also tried to do more service than we initially agreed upon. So you always have to find a little bit of a balance to not get taken advantage of, but also to not cut the guys too rudely off, basically.
Every single of them also.
Just.
No.
क्या ही देता ना भैया है तो एक आप दोनों का ले लो पूरा टर्न कितना 80 रुपीस हाँ कितना लिया 8 फोटो लिया
50 आप बोले थे
ठीक है आप दियो भाई ना कुछ मत आइए ठीक है
After that encounter, we got a little bit of corn just from this street dealer. And from here you can really get a grasp how chaotic and busy this market area is.
Samosa.
And then I turned around in the perfect moment to catch this epic shot of my friends Anurag and Madhusudan. From the main square, you can then turn around into the side streets, and they are more specific. Like you have like one food area, you have like one clothing area, like this where we turned into, where you find like all the women dresses, basically. Then this no parking area caught my attention, because obviously they're parked scooters there.
From which country are they?
US, I feel like, no?
British?
Let's find out.
And just by roaming through the traffic, you will find always some spots where this coconut stand, where you will find just something interesting where you can just point the camera at and take like quite beautiful photos, in my opinion. And as you see, there are no real sidewalks, so you just go through the traffic, but since no one moves faster than 10 km/h anyways, it's not as dangerous as it might look to someone from Europe. And then we turned into the next area, where here is more of the jewelry side of everything.
Ma. Sadu Sudan. Huh.
And now back to the main spot of the Charminar. We planned our escape back to the way where we came from. And the voice you hear on the speaker is always someone who reminds you to be sure of like scammers and pickpockets and so on. But honestly, I felt perfectly safe at that place, so I didn't mind too much.
Hello sir, hello, hello.
And the beautiful thing in India is that you find basically interesting looking people at any corner. Wherever you go, you have like people who are very modernly clothed, people who are very traditionally clothed, and everyone wears like something bright and so on. So it's for street photography and photographing people, it's like an amazing destination. Now going through this area, especially with all the traffic and so on, I really get like adrenaline rush just by looking at the footage again, because there's just so much going on in India and you can point your camera basically anywhere and find something amazing. And I really can go in there and feel the place, feel the rush of whatever is going around me. It is a little bit draining from time to time, so after a day like this I normally take like 2 or 3 more calmer days, but just going through all the noises, the smells and so on, it is just like something else that I have never experienced somewhere else on the planet so far than in India. And people approach you all the time also, like some people are just looking at you, other people want actively for you to photograph them, and also just a few meters like now, we just left basically 100 meters from the main road and now everything is silent and you find like some small butchery shops, etc. just a few meters from the main street. And photographing like Royal Enfield motorcycles on the side of the street will also never get old to me.
Okay. It needs rest.
It needs rest, yeah.
Okay, so at this point I burned basically the full battery from my Fuji X100, and after that we left the Charminar place and we saw some more beautiful things along the way, but one place that was the most interesting to me was the place where you could feed like some pigeons, and there were just like 1 million pigeons there and like kids playing within them and so on. So this was also a place where we stopped and I took a few photos. And after that we gone somewhere for dinner. yeah, so far to this video, I really enjoyed the photography with this camera. Like in some situations, I would have wished to at least have a wider lens and a quicker autofocus, because it was like focusing on different areas in the frame, or it was like hunting because it was recognizing like too many faces in the frame. But yeah, I will play with the setup a bit more to find like a setting that makes sense. I hope so far you enjoyed this little POV video of the busy streets of Hyderabad, and I would say thank you for your attention, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.